effort and of this intervention, especially with the waiver on importation of food, right? So we see a lot of this effort and intervention on the part of the government, but most Nigerians want to start seeing the result of this effort. What more do you think the government can do to provide immediate relief to address high food insecurity?
In the immediate, it will still be bridging the supply gap. How do we want to bridge the supply gap? They've done what they can do. Is it working? It's not just about, it's execution. For me, I would say execution is the key to whatever strategy or whatever intervention that's been explored or they're willing to explore. So now we need to trace our steps back to see the previous interventions that have been done, how it was executed, was it well executed? If it was well executed, or what are the lapses, because you can't be perfect in it all. So what are the lapses and the things, learning points for them to take into consideration? So for instance, the immediate disposal of seedlings, fertilizers, and grains to farmers, to ease affordability and to increase yield in production. They need to trace back their steps to the execution and see how well it was executed. And if the farmers are actually practicing this new modern agricultural practices that tends to address climate issue, adverse climate issue, because we have both, erratic rainfalls and insufficient rainfalls are adversely to the food production capacity of the nation. So they have adverse effects on the food production capacity of the nation. So we need to see how they are doing this. Execution is key. That's all I can think of.
Well, I think a good place to leave it. Thank you so much for your time. Associate Financial Market at FX, Aisat Dahu, thank you for joining us on Business Week.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You've been watching Business Week coming to you from our studios here in Lagos. Just before we touch down with the show today, let's tell you that the Federation Accounts Allocation Committee, FAC, has shared a total sum of 1.35 trillion naira June revenue among the federal government, state and local government councils. The committee, in a communique, said the 1.35 trillion total revenue comprised statutory revenue of 142.5 billion naira and value-added tax revenue of 523.97 billion naira. Accordingly, out of the 1.35 trillion total revenue, the federal government received total sum of 459.7 billion naira, while state government received total sum of 461.9 billion, and the local government councils received total sum of 337.01 billion.